So if you have an eating disorder or an addiction, you have to watch this video. One of the things that I've learned in working with people for over 20 years with eating disorders and addiction is that there is a thought process and a lot that goes on in the head that maintains the behavior. But hello, let's look at it. Your eating disorder or your addiction is gaslighting you, and that is maintaining you stuck in the pattern of addiction. So what exactly do I mean? Well, let's look at the first thing that your eating disorder or addiction tells you. I'm your best friend. I've been with you through all of the tough times. I'm here for you. Isn't that kind of like what your drug dealer may say to you? Let's just look at it real life. Your relationship, a friendship, a best friend, it's a reciprocal relationship. Your eating disorder, your addiction is only taking from you. It's not that reciprocal give-take. It is something that is actually beating you down and will be making you worse. So no way. That is a gaslighting phrase that your eating disorder or addiction is your best friend. Number two, my eating disorder, my addiction makes me feel super powerful. Nope. So if we actually look at it, maybe the first couple times you use or the first couple times that you restrict, you may feel high. You may get that high feeling like I'm on top of the world. But the reality is that as you keep using whatever behavior it is, whether it's bulimia, whether it's restricting and anorexia, whether it's alcoholism or drug addiction, it is eating away at your body, and it is actually making you weaker in body, mind, or spirit. So the idea that you are super powerful is false. We know that eating disorders, for example, anorexia has the second highest mortality rate of any mental illness. And just look in any newspaper and you can see how the addiction crisis is really killing, especially our young ones. So that is a falsehood. And number three, my eating disorder, my addiction makes me feel powerful. I am totally in control of my life. Well, again, especially with eating disorders, if the rest of your world is out of control and you're looking to that one thing that you can control, which is your food intake, I'm sorry, it's gaslighting you, because what is eventually going to happen is maybe the first few times you engage in a behavior, maybe the first few times that you drink alcohol and it makes you feel in control in a social situation, you feel less shy. All right, yeah. A couple times it works, but what winds up happening is as the addiction takes over, you are more and more out of control. So how many times do we see stories of people who have eating disorders who all of a sudden start stealing to support their bulimia habit? Or people who are alcoholics or drug addicts who start stealing, who start committing crimes that are not part of their identity or core values. So I'm going to give this a big, you are not more powerful, more in control with your addiction or eating disorder. Again, it is eating away at you. So before you continue to fall into these patterns, take a look at what your eating disorder and addiction is telling you and look at how it's gaslighting you, and find healthy relationships in recovery with a sober companion, with an eating disorder companion, someone who can actually give you that reciprocal give and take and teach you how to really regain control and power in your life.